For Kooyong. The question is that the motion be agreed to, and I give the call to the member for Adelaide.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. And Deputy Speaker, I too rise to speak on this very important private member's motion on scams and different ways of siphoning money from people using our telcos, our internet, our social media, etc. Just recently I had a SCAMS forum in my electorate and we were joined by about 80 people. And in that room I asked who has been scammed, and nearly a quarter of the room put their hand up. And I was just quite surprised by it. And people that were quite intelligent, people that had professions, people that were pensioners. There was a whole cross-section. So, Deputy Speaker, one of the things to remember is if something comes up on your phone and they're asking you to press a button or to send or to OK, always take a moment. Always take a moment to have a good think about what it is. If you're unsure or there's a bad feeling about it, don't do it. Speak to someone, show it to them, etc. Recently, I received a phone call from a particular supposedly associate of mine who I've known and met at different conferences over the years overseas. Now, he's another member of parliament in another country, in Argentina, and I received the call saying that he was coming to Adelaide on an emergency to see his sister, who had tragically been killed in an accident in Adelaide. And it made me think, and I asked the questions, and why is he ringing me? Because they were stuck supposedly in the Philippines on the way transit to Adelaide and needed, they wouldn't let him go without paying some visa in the Philippines of €1,000. It was very convincing because this person had the association and the conference that we had attended together. This person also had the had names of people that were at the conference with us, and in the end I wouldn't agree to it, and they said they'll get him to ring me. They did get this particular person to ring me. It wasn't the person that I knew in Argentina, the politician, even though I couldn't remember his voice because we've only met on a number of occasions in the last 10 years with a very heavy Spanish accent. So at that point we decided to make an inquiry, and I was willing to help because I knew this person, make an inquiry into his office in Buenos Aires, and we were told no, he's here in his office. But that is the extent that they go to. Now, how did this person connect all of this? He'd gone onto the website of this conference that takes place every 2 years in Athens, had seen photographs of me and him, other people that had been attending the conference on a regular basis, connected it all and just tried to devise this scam. That's how elaborate they are. So beware. If something doesn't feel right, check and then check again. I was very lucky. Not to be siphoned out of $1,000 that day. But Deputy Speaker, scams happen a lot and many people don't report them as well. Research shows that despite the prevalence of scams in Australia, 33% of Australians who fell victim to a scam did not report it due to various factors, including 44% feeling like it was their fault and 33% believing that it wouldn't be worth the effort. And 26% feeling embarrassed or ashamed. Deputy Speaker, when I talk to victims, I want them to know, don't blame yourselves. Scams can happen to anyone, no exceptions. They should be reported. This government is tackling scams, and Deputy Speaker, last year's budget set aside $86.5 million to set up a national anti-scam centre to stop scams in their tracks, to create Australia's first SMS sender ID registry to stop scammers from impersonating trusted brands, and to help ASIC take down over 5,000 investment scams websites since July last year. So, Deputy Speaker, the NASC is the government's primary weapon to detect, disrupt and deter scammers. The NASC brings together government experts, private sector partners like banks and law enforcement to stop scams in their tracks using the latest technology. Now, just last month, the NASC saved someone from losing $300,000 to a fake bond scam. It also educates people about scams and to keep them safe. Deputy Speaker, scams impact our entire country, and we need to stop them, and we need to do everything possible to do so.
And I thank the member.